it's Eric. Happy Easter! I said, Happy Easter! What? I can't hear you. What'd you say? Wait a minute. This is a video. This is Easter Jam, and I'm so pumped for what's about to happen. But before we get started, there's only one thing you need to know. Easter Jam is for everybody in your family. So, if you're a teenager, this is for you. If you're a college student, this is for you too. And if you're a younger kid, get ready because we're about to have some serious fun, and I need you to help lead the way. Adults, buckle up because this is an Easter like you've never had before. We're getting ready in 3, 2, 1, go!
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, hear me out. There's only 2 kinds of people in this world. People who like these things, and people like me. I just don't get it. How can people eat something that's just so cute and grainy? Let's see how your family feels about this. Show me a thumbs up if you love to eat these things. Show me a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, there's a lot of different opinions out there. But no matter how you feel about eating Peeps, your whole family is gonna absolutely love playing this game. Your family is gonna face off in the greatest Peeps jousting competition of all time. We're gonna explain how it works, and then I'll tell you when to start.
Hi guys, it's Daxton. So first what you're going to need to do is divide the room into 2 teams. Second, you're going to need to take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. But if you don't have Peeps, big marshmallows will work as well. So Team A is going to get Peep A, and Team B is going to get Peep B. Next, you need to prepare the Peeps for battle. Stick a toothpick into each Peep to prepare them for battle. Think of a toothpick as a joust, a lightsaber, or sword. Just depends on how serious your family is about the competition. Make sure the toothpick is facing forward towards the other peep. Next, place the 2 fighters onto a microwave-safe plate. No social distancing necessary here. Finally, you're gonna put the Peeps into the microwave. Remember to set it for 30 seconds, but you're not gonna let it run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Be sure to watch at a safe distance. Once you press start, the lightsabers are going to drop and the Peeps are going to touch each other. The Peep who touches the other lightsaber first wins. But once it happens, you're going to want to stop the microwave. Trust me on this one, families. Okay, it's time to settle this thing. Don't forget to snap a pic of that photo finish. It's go time. Press pause now and I will wait here. 3, 2, 1, go!
How did it go? Who won? I want pictures. And be sure and post those pictures. And post them with the hashtag EasterJam2020. I have to admit, that was way more fun than I thought. And also, this happened. I hope you're having fun so far. because today we're celebrating the best day ever. Today is Easter. Now, if you don't know the full story of Easter, that's okay, because today we're going to talk about what makes today, more than any other day, a happy day. Man, look at that. I just got like 9 texts from our crew saying Happy Easter. Thanks, Genesis family. Nice. Even though we're celebrating today, and it's a little different of a celebration, that's okay, because today is still a happy day. And that's not just because of Peep Wars, although Peep Wars is pretty cool. It's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter. It's the most powerful story ever told, and yet so simple. So simple that the story could even be told with laundry, like socks.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow! I hear that story every Easter, year after year, and it still amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus to remind me that he is greater than anything that can go wrong in my world. The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof to me that I can face anything bad that happens. I like to think about it this way. I can because Jesus is alive. For example, I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Take some time and add to this list of things that you can do because Jesus is alive. Answer this question as a family. So how would you fill in the blank? I can blank because Jesus is alive. Awesome! I love conversations like these because remembering what God has done in the past helps me to trust him with what's going on in life right now. I hope that's true for you too, and I hope you spend the rest of the day making happy memories with the rest of your family. To get you started, here's one last challenge. Now you're gonna need to decide who is the technology genius in your household. Maybe it's a step-parent. Maybe it's your crazy Uncle Corey. Maybe it's an 8th grader. Either way, decide who that person is now. Got it? Go! As soon as this video is over, I want you to go outside and take a family Easter photo. You can be dressed up or even in your PJs. It can be totally normal or it can be totally silly, like this. No matter how you do it, take a family photo and make it awesome. Then share it to the Genesis Facebook page. We would love to see it. And don't forget to do the hashtag EasterJam2020. We want to see your family's Easter style. Maybe now, more than ever, this is the time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope that he gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy. Bye, everyone.
The greatest day in history. Death is bleeding, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. Cross the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.
This is Easter jam. But before we get... What's that? All right, Sarah. Okay. There's a lot of different opinions out there.
Opinions? Come on now.
That I can face anything that goes wrong to me in this world, which is totally wrong. Answer this question as a family. No, sorry, do it again. Remembering what God has done in the past helps me to remember that. Share it to the Genesis Facebook page. We would love to see it.
You're rude!
Do I need to redo it?
Yeah.
You're going to need to decide who in your household is the most technologically
Challenge!
I was going to say challenged.